I'm Christian Iddon, riding for the Bimota Alstare Junior team, and we're about to do a lap of the TT Assen circuit. Oh, foot slipped. Right, start finish straight. Here we go down into turn one, really heavy braking zone. Picks up the rear almost every time going in. There's not a great deal of sort of elevation change around this track, but this first corner there is a bit of a dip going into turn one. Pretty easy to lose the front going in, but as soon as you make your way through that, then you've got to make sure you don't go anywhere near the grass on the outside or the AstroTurf, and then you've got a real fast kink going through here. Really unsettles the bike as you come through it, but you try and keep as committed as you can, keep the corner speed going. This whole first sector, it's quite new. I've never ridden the old track, but my dad said it's amazing. This first sector is not really that much fun to ride. It's pretty slow and not like the rest of the track. We've got this massive long right-hander here, which is turn 3, which just goes on forever and ever and ever. Tightens up a little bit on the end, and you just use up so much tyre and just maximum lean all the way around. It's a difficult corner, one where you sort of feel like you can go quicker, but you try and you just can't do it. Then we come into turn 5, absolute tight hairpin, which tightens up so much. And this one's so important to get a good drive, so we're coming onto the back straight. So you're in first, you've got to try and get the thing to hook up and not wheelie too much. Let's see what this thing can do. Might get in trouble. Right, this is the back section of the track, the fastest bit of the track going, and you're tipping into now this fast kink. Now this on my bike is 5th, absolutely pinned, you don't even roll off going in. It clips the limiter as you go in, and that sort of helps the bike to turn in. Then you've got to get rid of a couple of gears to go into this real fast left. And from here on, to be honest with you, the track is just absolutely beautiful to ride. It flows, it's nice. It's a bit like the first part of Donington, I guess. Just really flowing and just a lovely, lovely track to ride. Then we're coming into turn 8, loads of camber as you go in. Every time you come out of this corner, you think, I could have gone around there faster. Maybe you couldn't, but that's the feeling every time. Coming out of 8, we run all the curb on the outside. A few boys run a bit of grass, a bit of rumble strip, there we go. And coming down into 9. This is one of the most difficult corners, I'd say, for me on the track, because it is completely flat. A lot of the other ones we've got a lot of camber to help us. This one we haven't. So you tip in, and there's a few bumps just on the mid, just unsettle the front of the bike. Someone's crashed, look, you got a few bits of scrape marks on the ground, and then you sort of just got a bit of a squirt between this one. Right, from here on in we start building. This is as far away from the pits as we can get. And from this point now you start to build all the way back home. So you come into this one, we're going to short shift between the two, try and get a bit of a drive between the two, then you sort of tip in again. This one here, you're really fighting for the grip all the way out. You're trying to stand the bike up as early as you can but still be able to make the corner. Then you run the curbs all the way down. Down here, use as much of the track as you can, because essentially all you're trying to do in this turn here is to make it as wide as you can, because you can go so fast around this one. I had a massive crash, put the thing over the fence in World Superbike here. It's not what you want to do, but that is a really important part of the track, because you can make up or lose, you know, 3-4 tenths just in a quick roll of throttle. Right, we're coming up to turn 14, 15. 14's this real fast kink. It's a straight line, forget about it. Try and make the brake zone for 15 as straight as you can. Then we come into this corner here, and it is an absolute, I mean, you guys saw what happened with Shaky and Lowe's last year. It is a committed corner, and anything can happen, and it really lines you up for the run into the Gert Timmer chicane. Probably one of the most famous corners in racing, and it's been the scene of so many different overtakes, which we're about to do with the tractor in front of us. I'm going to go around the outside. We're going to go a bit different. Normally I'd go for an inside overtake, but there's room, he's left me room there. Gert Timmer chicane, it looks quite closed on the way in, but to be honest with you, it's a pretty quick chicane. Pretty slippy, I don't know why, just I think because everyone runs the same line. And then try and get on the gas, run as much curb on the exit, and you're off and on to the next lap. And that is one lap of the TT Assen circuit.